All right, people, we're back. So the inevitable happens. UFC steps up and buys Strikeforce. It sucks, but you know what? There's a couple of good things about it, I guess. Um, but I can't think of them right now. Uh, I really wanted to see Strikeforce remain, alongside of UFC and kind of remain its own entity. Obviously, it didn't happen, but like I said, there are some things that could come out of this that I think are okay. What I'm kind of hoping for, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but what I'm hoping for is that Strikeforce will be a promotion to where, before I kick that off, what I'm going to say though is, I got a Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me anything. But Dana kind of came out with his interview with Ariel Helwani. Kind of basically said, we're looking for more fighters and we need more fights. With that in mind, them just buying Strikeforce, and a little while before that, they swallowed up WEC. Um, it kind of places it in my head that, they're just going to swallow Strikeforce like they did with WEC and Pride. Simple. You know what I mean? It's just going to probably, basically, it's probably going to happen. And probably anywhere from 9 months, a year to 2 years. That's kind of how I see it running down. Because of contracts that Strikeforce still has pending. Which I don't know the date of it. I think it may be, I heard from my buddy Joe, it might be March of next year. That Showtime's contract with Strikeforce will be up. They have to renegotiate or whatever, but being that Zuffa owns them now, might be a whole different world of negotiating. So, but being that Dana said we need more fighters, we need more fights, kind of leads me to believe that maybe there possibly could be a lot of good fighters coming in from Strikeforce into the UFC, because obviously Dana White's been spotted talking to Alistair Overeem. We've seen it, here and there on YouTube, stuff like that. Look at this guy. This guy's huge. He's kind of, kissing ass a little bit on Alistair Overeem. Alistair Overeem has been seen mentioning that he'd like to be in the UFC. Gegard Mousasi, another guy, kind of said, I've kind of considered UFC, stuff like that. So, those guys are good possibilities when their contracts are up, because Dana even said in the interview that, we could see some of these contracts end, and we're able to go ahead and throw out an offer at these fighters, you know what I mean? And obviously, Strikeforce can't compete, in terms of contract offers. They can't compete with the UFC. They just can't compete with them, man, period. But one of the things I do hope that happens with Strikeforce, because it'll still lay a lot of value in Strikeforce. Like I said, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but this is what I hope. Say a couple of guys, like maybe just an example. A guy like Nate Marquardt, which, we all know, since the Chael Sonnen fight, really kind of has been on a kind of a downslide. Not a downslide, but he just really hasn't done the same as he's done before. I mean, just seems to be having a hard time. And there are a select few other guys that we can think of that are on that same ramp, you know what I mean, or whatever. It's a slight downslide until they get the proper training they need to get back into winning ways. Well, guys like that, I think we're going to have a lot of guys coming in from Strikeforce, over time, and then we're going to have some guys, like I said, this is all hypothetical, but maybe some guys underneath, you know what I mean, that aren't doing so well, slide underneath, they're heading over to Strikeforce to still lay value in Strikeforce, kind of like a second-tier promotion, which, I mean, we all, collectively, you know what I mean, the consensus is UFC is the top promotion, Strikeforce is the second promotion, obviously. So whatever, but that's, like I said, consensus. Some people like Strikeforce better, some people like UFC better. I watch them both, obviously. In order to do videos, you have to, but I watch them both just as a fan, obviously. And more. A lot of weird things are going to be happening. Obviously, a lot of weird things are going to be happening. Coker's still intact. Coker's still running the promotion. Like I said, though, I think it could be anywhere from 2 years, 2 years or earlier, that we're going to see Strikeforce possibly being shut down. Really kind of sucks, because you got guys like Overeem, guys like, I'm going to say this loosely, Brett Rogers. Brett Rogers ain't bad. He's not great either. He's not even come close in this tournament, by my honest opinion. Guys like Josh Barnett. Josh Barnett and Dana White don't get along very well. So Josh Barnett may be out of a job if Strikeforce, dries up and blows away or gets swallowed by UFC. So in terms of that, it sucks. And Andrei Arlovsky, may as well be done fighting. But if he's going to stay fighting, I don't see UFC getting him anytime soon. Anytime soon. Because, he's just not in winning ways right now. He's doing pretty bad. His last fight, I think he won. No, I'm sorry. He lost Karatanov, obviously, in the tournament. But before that, he took a very, mild-looking, kind of okay-looking decision win. And what is it, 1-4 or something like that? His last 5 or something like that? I could be wrong, but I believe it's 1-4, and the 4 losses were by knockout. So, what does that tell us? He's just, the chin's not there anymore. So, he's not going to wait. He's not going to get in the UFC. Gegard Mousasi, very good chance getting in the UFC. Amazing chance. If the UFC doesn't get him, they're stupid. But, like I said, Alistair Overeem, 2010 was an amazing year for Alistair Overeem. Just an amazing year. K1 champion. Strikeforce champion already, which fucking A needs to defend his title already. Was it a year ago that he fought Brett Rogers, and it was 2 years before that or something? You know what I mean? Come on, dude. Defend your fucking title already. It's just, right now, man, a lot of fucked up shit's gonna happen. But Dana says, oh, business as usual, business as usual, business as usual. I read this on a blog. Actually, it was kind of funny. I wish I could give props to the guy that wrote it down there, but I can't. I don't remember his name. He mentioned the business as usual is kind of starting to sound like In the Mix with Dana White, which I thought was kind of funny, because that's true. He mentioned that so many times, which I hope, like I said, man, that's my hope. I hope that they do that to where, at least have Strikeforce, keep him on as a second-tier promotion, let Coker do the things he's done, because, the guys came up with some great ideas. I've kind of probably in here and on the radio show as well, which is Legal Elbow Radio on Blog Talk. blogtalkradio.com /Legal Elbow. Just letting you guys know. You can also check out illegalelbowradio.com. So go give that a look and let me know what you think. You know what I mean? If you want to comment here, that's fine. It's a page I'm kind of working on. I think it's pretty sweet so far. Lots of good news on there. There's a poll on there as well. Who is your top heavyweight fighter of today? I think I got like a list of 25 or 26 fighters on there. So definitely run in there and post. What you probably have to do is scroll down a little bit. There's a lot of news on top of it. Scroll down to where it says older posts. Click that. Scroll down a couple times. You'll find the poll. Definitely vote on that, man, because I want to get a good amount of votes on it. I think there's like maybe 6 or 7 votes on it right now. It's new, so just put it up, a couple days ago. So, but definitely run over there and check it out. But we're gonna see a lot of screwed up shit happening. We'll probably see a lot of cuts with all these new guys coming in, stuff like that. Like I said, in the next, could be anywhere in the next year, next 2 years. Seeing cuts, though, will not be a surprise. With some contracts running out, it would not be a surprise to see a lot of guys going to UFC, and a lot of guys are having problems. Just a, hypothesis of mine. Maybe guys that are kind of on the fence right now. We don't want to cut them. We don't want to cut them loose. We still want to make money off of them. So let's send them to Strikeforce to where they can still have a star power name in Strikeforce and let Coker deal with them. Coker can... do some matchmaking like he's done. Maybe Coker might have another tournament here coming soon. And it's like, that'd be kind of cool because you got Zuffa owning UFC and Strikeforce. UFC's doing its normal thing. That's got its where, got them where it's gotten them. And you got Strikeforce over here on this side, still doing some cool tournaments, which they talked about a middleweight tournament a long time ago. Hopefully, maybe they'll put something on like that. Maybe later in the year. Maybe, I don't know. They're probably going to drag out this tournament's probably going to last the entire year. You know what I mean? Because we're going to see June 18th, I think, is going to be the Overeem versus Verdun match. So, that right there is spreading it out a couple of months. So, we still got some more brackets, the more sections of the bracket to run down. So, this is going to drag out to the end of the year. But 2012, it's going to be a different year for Strikeforce. That's for damn sure. So, but anyway, man, I appreciate you guys big time, man. A couple of new subbers this week. I appreciate you guys coming along. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos, man. I haven't been on here in a while. I hope you guys like this one. What I'm trying to do is get my shit down to a schedule, man, because I'm just way too busy of a person. So, trying to get everything down to a schedule, weekly. So, what I'm going to try to do is probably get a weekly show, whether it's a Monday or a Friday or whatever. Today's Friday, so trying to get down to a science here because I'm just busy outside of doing the radio show, doing the YouTube, doing the 65 hours a week at work. It's just freaking insane. But who cares about me? I'm here to talk about MMA, not me. But anyway, like I said, man, crazy things going on in Strikeforce. Tune in next show. I will be having more news on this. Anyway, sub guys. I'll see you guys soon, man. Like I said, weekly schedule, so hopefully you see some weekly shows here coming soon. Take care, man. Sub. Later.